It's gonna be very ironic for me to say the following. Out of all the areas you can find in Creepy Castle, this one is definitely the least scariest. It's most certainly due to the music. It doesn't fit like the creepy atmosphere that the rest of the area or the rest of the world usually gives off. This was like kids schooler friendly, scary at most. Kids schooler friendly scary. That's kind of an oxymoron if I really have to think about that. Greetings all, it's Blue Knight and welcome back to Donkey Kong 64. Previously, we got the super duper steaming slam, this thing, the biggest ground pound move we could get in the game, and it's only going to be useful for one level as I stated in the last episode. But we got that to advance on some more parts here in the basement slash catacombs of Creepy Castle to acquire more golden bananas. Today, we're gonna take care of one last thing in the castle, at least the bottom part of it, before we advance even higher up said castle. And to do that, I gotta find that place where the big elephant skull was from our early time here. If I can just get up this ladder first. Come on, Tiny. You know how to work a ladder? You're a chimp, for goodness sakes. You should know very well how to go up and down a ladder. It's as easy as a vine. You shouldn't have that much trouble with that. Maybe she's not as smart as we're led to believe. I like to think that Tiny is kind of intelligent, just not super duper child prodigy smart. We're not going that far. So I think we go down here. Get some more ammo just in case, because I was running low on some recently. And this should be where the the elephant skull area is. We head to the left. Yep, there it is. We already cleared out that the last time we were here. So now we can advance over here and take care of the rest of this stuff that we didn't touch before. Like I said, I probably could have done this the last time we were here, but I wanted to get the super duper steaming slam just to be safe, because there might be an activity in this little hut area outhouse thing that may acquire or require us to get a super duper steaming slam, but I could be wrong though. If that's the case, then I will fully admit that I was wrong and not tackling this sooner. But at least we're getting it done now, so we'll won't have to worry about this anymore once we do complete whatever it is we can do it here. Yeah, just as I thought, we needed to pound out at least one red switch in this place. Oh, and this part is just not fun. Say that right now, it's not that fun at all. You think it's easy, just go across the goop like before with Lanky, except you're hovering around instead of using the pad. But you gotta time these hands going up and down. They go up and down pretty fast. And just like before with Blanky, which I did demonstrate till now, I thought I was doing a flawless run until then. I just hit the A button 1 second too late. That's what cost me. The green goop is instant kill, like it would have been with Lanky if we did land in that last time. And unlike the last time, we're not gonna have a flawless run on this one. If you die, you gotta pound on the switch and wait for that cinematic to play all over again before you have a chance to attempt this sequence one more time. Which can be very, very, very aggravating if you do like multiple times that you fail at this. If you want to use a restore point if you're playing the Wii U version, then I say go right ahead, since you're gonna be stuck at that for quite a while if you are failing at this for a certain amount of time. This last hover should make it all over there. Yep, it did. Second try. Not bad. Not bad. That's good. I was expecting that to be a lot worse. It was a lot worse the last time I did have to run through this game for like routing out the entire playthrough. I could just depth warp over there, but I want to see if we can get there by skill. Never mind, we're depth warping over there. Fine, we'll speed run. Why not? That seems to be the best course of action at times like this, even when I don't want it to be. So there should be a tag barrel nearby. Yep, there is. The only thing we have to do is to take care of that place with Lanky. And we did see a Lanky barrel not too long ago when we were inside there. By not too long, I mean literally just a few seconds ago. So I have no idea what I'm saying when I'm trying to describe it. It's been forever since we've been here, because it really hasn't been. Hit on the switch, and we'll enter this structure once again. I wonder will it be safe to get that now or later. Actually, we'll position ourselves underneath the barrel. Shoot, go out, go in there. That actually helps. We're gonna be in sprint form when that gate goes up. Because we got 13 seconds to get over there before that gate does close. It's gonna be close. I think we can make it. I think we can make it. Yep, we can. Very easy, if you know how to time it just right, like I did. And there's another balloon down here, man. How many balloons of Lankies are there? They're just in the basement of this entire structure. That's just really weird. That's what, the third one that we have to pop down here? In like the last two parts? I have no idea who was the bright genius that wanted to position the majority of Lanky's bananas down here. Well, whatever, I guess they thought it would throw him off. Probably. He's got like 4 other cons with it that'll help him direct where to go. Even if Lanky was on his own, maybe he would have a chance in as he was just slowly hovering down like that for that golden banana. Even if he was on his own, I'm pretty sure he'll have the idea to scout out this place eventually. I'm pretty sure Lanky isn't that dumb. In all honesty, the dumb one might be Chunky, with all due respect to him. I mean, gentle giant would equal not so smart, let's be honest about that. With all due respect to Chunky. Not bash or anything, just speaking truth. Thank goodness we don't have to see Cranky anymore. That means he'll have to stop badgering me about wanting to play his fancy quote-unquote jetpack game. I was getting really annoyed when he wanted to ask me about that over and over again, even after we long completed the necessary thing that we could do with it. So go for the 3-pad upwards. Alright then. So there's a Chunky switch over there. We'll take care of that then. Unfortunately, there's no easy way to switch out from this position. We'll just warp back down and use the tag bell for the bottom floor then. No big deal. We can just switch back afterwards to continue on the banana trail. By the way, get used to the switching thing really quickly. If you thought it was annoying at any point in the game beforehand, no, it's gonna get really, really aggravating here, especially since we're dealing with a vertically structured level like this one. Since it'll go up and down the place so much, you might get sick of having to warp and switch out before you even reach the top. I didn't realize how much switching out we had to do before I was rounding out this playthrough. I always had a feeling that it did take a bit, but it was a whole lot more than I expected. So we'll be entering the first room, so to speak, of the castle, the museum. And in here, I know there's several stuff we could do. We might have to come back here multiple times to gather everything we can find in this entire part of the museum. You can see there's some tiny warp paths over here that we'll have to keep in mind for later. I don't remember off the top of my head where we can warp out from. It might be on a higher part of the castle. I'm pretty sure it is. There's a banana there, or not banana, balloon containing bananas. I was halfway right. Deal with that critter, sheep. Whoa, that was really painful actually. I shot a pineapple right to its nards. Oh man, that guy's gonna be feeling that for weeks. At least he won't be the only one suffering that. Hey, they're gonna be working for the same army, so I might as well have them endure the same pain. We can see there's more K. Rool or Captain K. Rool photos here. Very nice, very stylish. I like it. I like it a lot. Doesn't fit the decor of this place, but I don't mind. So there's these shields on the wall we can hit down. If we pound on all 3, we can open up that big head to unveil a boulder. You might see where this is going if you're paying attention to what we just passed a few moments ago. Actually, I want to throw this first. Yeah, another one sponsored this place, just a thought. I want to make sure if there wasn't a banana badge inside this boulder for whatever reason. We did have at least one occurrence of that. I think it was way back in Jungle Japes, if I'm correct. So I wanted to be completely sure that another case like that doesn't arise, especially since we're nearing completion in terms of chunkies of bananas in this level. Speaking of which, number 185. Holy cow. We're gonna be at 200 before I know it. It is very, very strange to know that we are near that amount this fast. Granted, we're actually almost 50 episodes into this Let's Play by now, but still, it doesn't feel like that. It doesn't feel that long of an adventure. Maybe it's because I played this so many times, I've kind of got used to how much we have to collect in this game at this point, that it doesn't really bug me how much collecting we really have to do in this game just to beat it alone, let alone complete it. Still, I never really take the time to put things into perspective unless I have to really stop and just think for a moment about how fast things are really going. So as I mentioned before, we'll switch off to Tiny again, and then keep going up since her banana trail is still going onward, so we shall proceed as such. Hopefully we find the 4 pad before long, because I don't want to make my way all the way back down to the 3 pad, just so I have to go find another tag barrel. So there it is. We will have to go back to the museum in some other fashion as Tiny, but that's going to be for later. And just as I was mentioning the 4 pad, it happened to be right here. That's very nice. Let's look around this place first. Okay, not much there is to it. Is there? Yeah, there's another Trop and Scoff pad over there. So first thing we could do, we'll take care of this tiny barrel. Oh my god, 4 crystal coconuts to my name. Man, really have been abusing those things like nobody's business. It's been kind of sad. Thankfully, it won't matter that much since we have to be tiny to get into this part to deal with these flies. And these flies can be very, very annoying. Just gather all of the homing ammo you'll find in here. You don't usually find that much in the creepy castle, actually, if I'm correct. But you will need these to take care of all these pesky flies. They're flying around a little faster than normal. So just get them, and then shoot away with the homing ammo. There should be one left. Aha, there you are. I figured that guy was gonna try to sneak up on me. I figured he would. Close but no cigar. Funny enough, those were the same flies you even see back in Big Bug Bash. This is the only time in the entire game where you'll see them outside the minigame barrels. So whether it's like they're just reusing assets or just giving these flies another purpose, I'll let you be the judge of that. Just a little factoid I wanted to bring up. But that's not all we can do in here. Thankfully there's a Trop and Scoff pad, or pad portal, nearby, so this will make switching out a lot easier than it normally is. We'll go into that part with Lanky next. And then we'll switch down that red pad. And we'll enter this place. This is a greenhouse. Not only is it just a greenhouse, it's a maze inside a greenhouse. And it's even more aggravating, there's a golden banana here, but I'm pretty sure, aha, there is a time limit. However, you can find a barrel over here. I'm only gonna have like 3 coconuts though. Oh, 6 coconuts, alright. I did collect some before I entered doing whatever we can do in here. Let's get all of the... Let's get our path to the golden banana first, as we get that banana medal, before we do go around the entire maze to collect all the other goodies. Thankfully, it doesn't take that much time. It's certainly a lot less merciless than the maze I can think of back in Banjo-Kazooie. You know, the one in Gobi's Valley where you don't get past it in enough time that you get killed instantly. That maze is a headache. It used to be such a noise to me as a kid. Whenever I did get the chance to play that game at a cousin's house, I did not like that maze at all. That's one of the few bitter memories I have about Banjo-Kazooie, much less Gobi's Valley. I'm pretty sure crosshairs appears when you do run out of time though. Thankfully the path to the Golden Banana, like I just demonstrated, isn't that hard to figure out. If anything, going back throughout the entire maze to collect all the other stuff that you probably missed out on is going to be even more annoying to do than just getting the Golden Banana. Doesn't help that I could get pretty dark in here too. If it was for the lightning going off every few seconds, then you really wouldn't have that much of a hard time getting through this entire maze. That being said, you are going to be trapped inside the orangutan sprint formation, so you probably won't think about how difficult the maze can actually get through, because you'll be using that a lot more often than just walking around. I think that is everything we can go and collect in here. Let's check this right corner first before we do make a final judgment on that. Yeah, that should be everything. Apart from a few crates, that should be all the important goodies that we can collect. So the only thing left to do is to take care of that battle arena pad. As soon as I can find my way over there, that might be a lot harder, right? Imagine that, that would be really ironic. Trying to backtrack it through this maze to get something that's actually optional rather than find something that's required, which turned out to be very easy to acquire. And this battle arena contains Pinnacle Pavilier. I'm gonna say Palaver. So 2 Splats and 1 Crystal Coconut and 1 Crossbones. This I'll have to be very careful of, especially since we have a lengthy amount of time to withstand here. I could probably just stand around, just keep using the standing B melee attack to stun these the Splats alone. Here we go. 47 seconds left to spare. So we can do this for this guy. We'll do it again. Yeah, I saw that guy sneaking behind me. You can't fool me. Trying to stun the Splats the first kind of difficult task, since you'll be ganged up more often than not in these battle arenas like you usually are. Whew. I was kind of worried that specific Splat that was coming near me was going to use a shockwave attack, because I was right on the edge there. Stun this guy out. Got that guy. Oh no you don't! I saw you get ready for your shockwave. As a matter of fact, I'll burn my last Crystal Coconut doing one of my own. The first time in the entire game that I actually have run out of Crystal Coconuts, but it's worth it. That's one more battle crown for us. There's one more thing we can't do in this specific area, not in the maze, is in the overall area that's near the 4 pad. Just gotta find my way out again. That's actually below. We'll head over here. That should be the way up top. Yep, and we'll be on our way out. There we go. So you really wouldn't think about it. You figured there might be all there is to do in this area. No, there's this wooden shack-like structure that we haven't explored yet. You think you couldn't access it at all? There's like no button or anything that's indicating there's like a specific mechanism that can open the way for you? Nope, it's just as simple as a primate punch. Literally, just punch the door down, you'll be on your way in. This always trips me up. This is one of the last areas I tend to discover, because I just never think to use the primate punch in here of all places. So this is a bit of a challenge. We see that there's some flip-flops coming down on us very quickly, and we have only ammo to deal with. Well, if we turn invisible, then we can see the flip-flops aren't actually are actually, I guess flying so fast that they turn invisible to the naked eye, so we have to turn invisible ourselves to get to them? Is that what we're applying here? I guess so. Wait, where's the last one? Did I get them all? Aha! I thought so. There was one more. Somehow got knocked out of my invisible figure. I have no idea how that happened. Is there like a time limit to this? If that's true, oh, there must be. I just saw myself turn back to normal. Huh. And it's Chunky still always on an angle. That's kind of funny. At least the game didn't like zoom in on its crotch. Imagine that. That would bump the rating up to this game to like maybe adult or something like that for like a few seconds. That would not be very kid friendly. Then again, I'm not aiming for kid friendly around here. We all know that's kind of a sensitive topic on YouTube nowadays, and I'll just not go into any farther than that. So now that we got all that taken care of, since we got that golden banana, I'm really surprised that the animation for Chunky's pad does have a time limit. I guess it always has had one, I just never recognized it. Since they don't use it like for any length of time, or any long length of time, at least not from my experience. So it's pretty surprising that there is like a limited amount of time you have with the invisible ability with it. It's kind of strange. Just never would have figured for it to have one, that's all. We made some incredible strides heading up the castle, especially taking care of one of its rooms and a few side buildings along the way. So next time, we'll investigate this ballroom that's standing right behind us with Diddy to see what lies inside as our journey up Creepy Castle continues. Until we meet again, farewell for now.